The Master Tavern Keepers, History of the Old World. The invention of the Gob-Lobber. A horde of howling, ripping, green-skinned fiends was bearing down upon the beleaguered dwarf hold. The catapult crew worked their machine frantically, raining rocks down on the advancing hordes, but the advance seemed irresistible. Then, true disaster struck. For 100 yards around the catapult, there was not a rock to be seen. All had been prized out of the ground and fired at the approaching goblins. Despite the enthusiastic offers of young Gorm Foambeard to be fired instead of a rock, the situation looked hopeless. Then, Gottry Flatnose had an idea. Before anyone could stop him, Gottry had picked up one of the large mallets used to fire the catapult and was running towards the advancing goblins. A group of 3 or 4 goblins had left their fellows behind, and Gottry felled 2 in as many blows of his mallet. By the time the others caught up, only 1 goblin remained to be quelled, with a swift kick to the lower body.
Quick!
Roared Gottry.
Truss 'em up before they come around. Here's our ammunition.
The insensible goblins were soon securely tied and carried back to the machine.
Don't look so upset, Greenie.
Chuckled Gottry as the first goblin was loaded.
You're going back to your mates.
The arm snapped upright, and the netted goblin hurtled through the air. It howled as it flew. The dwarves looked at each other with an air of injured innocence, then loaded the second. The effect of these missiles was remarkable. The goblin front rank faltered. Gottry, emboldened by his first success, stood some way in front of the machine with his mallet in one hand, grinning and beckoning. The goblin charge broke. Clearly, no one wanted to be next in the catapult, and despite the curses and shouting of their officers, they stopped dead. The next shot flew with unerring accuracy into the middle of the goblin command group, scattering the assembled chieftains and turning the whole army to flight. Cheering dwarves crowded round the catapult crew as the last of the goblins dwindled on the horizon. A great feast was held to the invention of the Gob-lobber, as it came to be known, and had the goblin hordes returned during the next few days, they would have had difficulty finding a single dwarf capable of fighting.